welcome back to another Sims 4 building challenge. Today I'm wearing color. I usually wear dark colors, so that only means one thing. We're doing a color challenge. Today I'm going to be doing the color palette challenge once again. I found this website called literally colorpalettegenerator.com. The reason why this one caught my attention is because you can also select random themes here. This will generate you different kind of vibes of colors, and these apparently are Japanese color palettes. We could also then do like a Christmas color palette, which obviously, yeah, that screams Christmas. I am of course also going to pick where we're going to be building today. I rely on this generator a little bit too often, but it's a really nice way to explore different worlds and lots that I normally wouldn't have touched. I will get rid of some of the sizes because I'm not here about to build for 17 years, but I will leave apartment because we have done a colored apartment in the past and I did enjoy that. Right guys, well, let's generate ourselves where we're going to be building today. Drum roll. Oh, Tamarang. Interesting. So this is this lot right here. It is a rental. This is a cool build. I really do like this one. It would be cool if I did like apartments and like every different apartment was a different color. Let me know what you think of that idea. So what I think I might do is I might build us like a similar shaped house. Like I'm kind of interested maybe in the world around me a little bit. I kind of want to build like a trio or even like two homes like this. That would almost look like it's two separate buildings, but it's actually just one building, if you get me. So to make it as simple as possible, I will just begin by maybe literally just creating like two almost like blocks like this. I also really like the way this house right here has like this little back kind of garden scenario. So that would be interesting maybe if I bring this in quite a bit and just say we use like a fence like this. Just imagine this for the time being. But it would be maybe interesting to do some sort of like a balcony. So maybe we could add like a little bit of a portion coming out like this on that section. Okay, I think something like this is quite interesting in shape. I know these are quite close to the road anyways, but I'm thinking maybe we could almost like close this off with some hedges. Similar to like what's happening on the side here. I could maybe just do hedges like all around this lot. And I could almost even add a little bit of like that footpath. Sorry, I cannot speak. But maybe like a little bit more of like a okay, I still can't speak. From the outside, I guess it looks a little bit better than the inside. And I can't decide where I want the front entrance because I kind of wanted this to be the front entrance. But then also I like the way that like this portion right here has kind of like a little what are these called? Like awnings. That's what they're called. Awnings. But it would be cool if I could do an awning section here. Like even something like this. Actually, depending on the color. But just say, I'm just planning this out. We could do like a cool like awning section like this. We could have like big windows kind of like this way. So instead of having like the path going up there, we could have the path going like that. And maybe we could do like a nice little front garden of some sort over here. So maybe we could consider like all of this section to actually be a sitting room. That would be a really nice spacious sitting room. We could have access to the outdoors from that portion as well. This then would become some sort of like a little kitchen scenario. We could also then have like a dining room coming off of that kitchen. We need obviously a way to get upstairs. Wait, there has to be a way. It's really trial and error when it comes to me and the stairs, isn't it? There has to be a way to make these fit. So this is what I came up with. So we've got a little downstairs bathroom. We've got a sitting room. We've got a kitchen and dining room. The dining room is a bit of a weird shape. I'm not gonna lie. Can I even fit a table in here? I guess, look, we might have to do a smaller table if needs be. But this is what we've got downstairs. We've got like a little bit of a hallway. And then upstairs, we've got this like mezzanine level area that I'm trying to work with something like this because I can never make these work. And for some reason today it worked out. So we're glad, we're happy. Anyways, then we've got a master bedroom that has a little bit of an access to the balcony. And I thought I wanted this to be an ensuite, but I actually ended up doing a separate bedroom upstairs. So this is just going to be like the communal shared upstairs bathroom. And then we've got a small little office space. So now what I'm going to do is actually going to I'm going to generate myself a color for the outside of the house. So here we go. We've got the palette generator. Will we just make the outside normal? Like I won't select any themes. Maybe for the inside we'll do the themes. So I reckon I'm just going to generate once, I think. I'll only get upset if I generate like 3 times because then if I actually like all the other ones in between, I'll just get sour about it, you know, that kind of way as I usually do. I'm going to just generate once. So here we go. This is the outside of the house. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, great. That is literally the colors of the rainbow. Genuinely, like every time I do these challenges, because I am like, oh, these colors are all so pretty. And then it lands me with something like this. Right, so I'm gonna try and get inspired a lot by maybe like the warm side. So like the yellow, orange, and red for the actual house. So we know we've got like two separate colors, sorry, two separate buildings that I was kind of trying to portray. So logically, oh my God, I hate the lighting on this lot. Actually, it's not the best. So maybe I could make like this side of the house. Let's just make some bits of it yellow, right? Actually, wait now. Let me just paint it all yellow for 2 seconds. Let me try and like work this out. So wait now, this then becomes one section and then this becomes the other section. So logically, I could make the other half like maybe green. We'd have the two colors ticked off, and that is actually a common enough thing to have around here, like, you know, random colored homes. So this is just the way it happened. These people like bought the house and it was actually two separate buildings, and then they decided to merge it into one. So why don't I maybe like use this textured green? I think this green is really pretty. Then I'm also thinking with the purple, it kind of would be fun maybe if I just did like purple accents. Like maybe I could do purple flowers and stuff. There's also this really pretty purple flower from this category that I used in my Enchanted by Nature build. But then for this portion of the house, maybe we could also add some like oranges. Oh, this like textured orange. It's all really dull. I cannot see anything actually now that I'm like panicking for some reason. Or that thing. This is like orange like tiles at the bottom. I don't think I've ever used that before, so that could be interesting. Okay guys, so this is what I've created and I'm just not sure about it, but it's kind of interesting. I love the idea of this textured wall because it almost looks like an extra trim, and I am very much so inspired by what's happening on like the roofs of the houses over on the other side. But I just really want this to be more like a terracotta, like ceramic-y kind of texture, because I want definitely a little bit more orange here, but I'm just not sure. And also the lighting is definitely upsetting me a small bit because it's like not bright enough here or something. So I'm struggling a little bit, but nevertheless, I am really enjoying the way this house is looking. So hopefully you guys will also enjoy it. This wall though, I've just become obsessed with it. I didn't realize it was a thing, and it has like that really lovely trim at the bottom, and I need to like stop talking about it now. Yeah, my game crashed. So yeah, things are going great so far. Woohoo! Okay, so I'm just working away on the house, and honestly, the thing that pisses me off the most is this beautiful door from, I don't know what kit that is, but this door is so nice, and I really want to use it here today, but it doesn't match the colors of any of these windows, but it matches the height perfectly, but the red is like just slightly off, and it actually just like drives me insane, and I don't know what to do because it like perfectly flush fits there. Also, I'm gonna do a ladder to actually be able to go up here, I think. Now I'm like, what window do I match to this door, you know? And I really want to use like this window, but it's just like not the right color. I guess I could just do something like this. Look at this cute little balcony. So that will be a balcony that you can access through the office space, which I think is totally normal. So guys, I'm just working on the purple additions because I realized that there was literally zero purple. So I've decided to add a lot of purple flowers, and I don't usually use this much like flowers. I like greenery when it comes to my builds. Like I like having foliage around the place. I like making things look overgrown. Maybe that's just because I cut my grass very rarely, so I'm used to seeing tall grasses around in real life. But in this case, I am actually working on creating like purple flowers, like beautiful overgrown purple flowers, which I do think looks kind of interesting on the side of the house, especially with this like green aesthetic. And somebody actually tell me, because I clearly cannot understand why every time I create a mezzanine level inside my house, the outside trim comes into the inside of the house. Like why? Like I genuinely just want to figure out how I can do this, because I've learned it from Deligracy, and every time I try it, I genuinely like I can't figure it out. Now I'm thinking maybe the way to kind of just get rid of it is actually to use scoundrels. So I would love to hear some of your feedback, because I thought I learned it very well, but clearly I didn't. Okay guys, can you tell I totally got lost in this house, and I got so like detail happy, and genuinely I'm really enjoying how this house turned out. It's a lot, it's really busy, it's crazy, but I guess that's what the colors were giving me. So we have a lot, and I just got a little bit carried away, but I've enjoyed this so much. I've added details, like even trims from Enchanted by Nature. I thought they kind of worked here quite nicely with the detail on those. We've got loads of crazy colors. We've even got like purple plants on the greenhouse, which I mean, I did not expect myself to go this wild and crazy. Even like with the purple around here, I just think it looks amazing. The back is a little bit bit busy as well because, you know, it's the back of the house. We've got a couple of fun activities. Like you can do some gardening, you can do some knitting. Is that it? Yeah, knitting. And we can do some flower arranging, which I thought made sense because there are so many flowers around this place that, you know, maybe this person is really into flower arranging. So we've got beautiful details all around the house. And even at the top of the house, there's a couple of things that your Sims can do. So I'm actually like obsessed. Genuinely, like I keep saving because I'm like, if this crashes now, I think I'll just walk out. So let's get straight into the inside of the house. I think we should do the sitting room next. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe try and pick the Japanese color. I mean, I don't know. It's a little bit weird. So this is what it generated me first, but I will click generate myself. But I think it could be interesting if we all go for like different themes here. So let's generate the Japanese sitting room color. Oh, okay. Really, really dark reds and a little pop of some vivid. So the dark color, I'm almost seeing like just some dark, maybe brown colors, like really, really rich, deep brown color. I think that's what I'm going to pair like all of these red colors with. And now let's paint every single wall, every single color of red possible. Actually, this is kind of interesting. I mean, it has a bit of blue at the bottom though, so maybe it's a little bit much. But I mean, honestly, with the green windows, this is going to be a little bit difficult to make look good, I think. But I feel like I can do it. Okay, so we've got definitely like a deep red, which I kind of want to use that on the wall. So then maybe I could pair it with like a little bit of like a lighter, maybe more duller red. Like I'm kind of visualizing two reds on the walls like working together. Or else we could maybe add a little bit of like dark brown as well. Just implement a little bit of like a neutral kind of grounded color. Oh, this new one from Adventure Awaits actually wouldn't be too much of a bad shout. We've also just got like this one as well. This is base game, and honestly I never go for this swatch of this couch, so that could be interesting to use. We've also got this one, which honestly, now that I think about it, maybe this one would also just be a little bit better because if you think about it, our colors are quite like dark reds. There's only a few pops of like strong bright red that we should be considering, so maybe the darker couch is better. See, this is where it's gonna be tough because the red colors in The Sims can be a little hit and miss. I actually kind of like this one. Maybe this color is actually quite interesting because it has like those pops of a brighter red. That could be something that we could consider. Okay guys, I think this room is turning out to be quite nice. I've worked a little bit on this side of the room as well, and now I'm thinking like, what the heck do I else add here? I'm a little bit cautious of the fact that the colors are quite dark. I don't want to like add too many things. I'm trying to like dull it down with like a lot of black swatches and like maybe just adding more plants, and then I was trying to like make it maybe some Japanese vibe, so I've added like this painting here, but it's obviously not supposed to be Japanese. It's just the colors apparently. So maybe I'll just add some decorations, like some clutter on this table, preferably some red decorations, maybe like a little book here. Oh yes, some Sims games, that makes sense. Oh, maybe you could also have the cool fan in here as well. See, it kind of makes no sense maybe for the climate to have a fireplace in this house, but whatever, I think it looks cool. Oh yes, sorry, my like weird like lemons or whatever these are, well, are these grapefruits? I have no idea. There we go guys, perfect. Just a little bit of clutter, not too much. And I think because this room is quite like, you know, the colors are quite dark red, I think I'll get rid of one of the saucers and we will definitely do, oh, maybe actually this light. Well guys, what do you think of this room? I think it has quite interesting vibes. Okay, maybe let's move on and do maybe the kitchen next. The kitchen has quite interesting windows, so maybe for the kitchen, why don't we stick to some warm colors? So this is going to generate, oh, that's a beautiful palette. Watch it now. I'm going to generate and it's going to give me something weird. But maybe if I go for the warm tones, it will kind of work quite nicely with the windows. I don't know. Let's generate for the kitchen. Oh, bloody heck. Oh my God. No! How is that warm? I would consider that yellow, specifically in the center, quite a cool toned yellow. And also that orange. I know orange is a warm color, but that's still a very dull orange. Okay, well, that's our kitchen, guys. I'm going to use this flooring. Or actually, you know what? This one would also work quite well in here because it's got the purple and it's got the yellow, and that yellow is quite a dull yellow. I've only recently used this in my vampire's purple bathroom. Maybe actually here in this kitchen it would also work. It's not a bad idea because there's two like different purple and slightly lighter purple. Can I also take off the pink? Because honestly, if I could just get rid of the pink, I think I could make it work. Then also kind of work with maybe some like yellow on the walls. Like that essentially is already giving me a vibe that okay, I'm vibing with this, guys. Okay, for some reason, I'm somehow vibing with this. So I still have to somehow add red into this and potentially some pink. Maybe we could add some pink with the kind of like details around. But I think so far what I'm working with here is not too... Oh, okay, maybe not that. I was like, oh, let's add red. But I'm not sure whether this looks good. Kind of want something a little bit richer. Don't want any like pastel colors. Is there any chance I could add red appliances without making this look catastrophic? Like the gold accents with this is quite nice, but I just feel like, although is that bad? Oh, maybe it is bad. Why don't I ignore the red and the pink for a while and see what we can come up with? Okay, I like what I'm creating here, and I've added a red kettle, guys, on this little spinny counter. I kind of want this to be a little bit out to the side, and I'm thinking maybe I could add some like red curtains maybe to this to make this look interesting, to make it feel like it was a conscious choice that these people decided to also add red to this mix. It's like this is already a pretty intense kitchen as it is, but maybe the red windows, that's what kind of inspired them to be like, look, maybe let's just add a little bit of extra red. I don't know where I want this thing. I kind of want this in the center of the room. There we go. So maybe the red is a little bit of a conscious choice, but at the same time, these people are clearly still rather confused when it comes to this kitchen, because also pink. How am I supposed to add pink in here? Okay, guys, I know this is a little bit of a weird layout, but I've got all the colors. I've got pink appliances, I've got orange carrots, I've got yellow lemons, and I've got pink red onions. Just continue on with this storyline, okay? We've got brown as like the middle ground color, and we've got purple on the floor, and I honestly think this is the best that I'm going to be able to achieve out of this. We making sure that we have enough of that purple. I will just add maybe like this as the purple light, because this also has a little bit of like gold on it. I know it looks a bit more pink, but it comes up in the purple category. So that is our kitchen, guys. Do you love it? Yeah, you should. Right, let's do the dining room next. So for the dining room, so we've done warm colors. Why don't we try cool colors next? That could be quite interesting, even though we do have red windows in this room. That could be a little painful, but let's try some cool tones. That would be beautiful, but let's generate the dining room. Oh, that's actually really pretty. Okay, I can work with this. Beautiful blue colors. Some of them actually quite rich, but then we've also got like some lighter, more pastel-y, almost like a green. Like I almost see that last color on the right, like a greeny color. I'm almost imagining like this thing, which I think this would be a pretty interesting way to kind of merge a lot of our blues here together. And maybe we could, oh my God, the red windows though with the blue are like making me kind of gag a little bit. But I'm thinking maybe this is a very interesting way to combine your blue colors together, right? And then also a really nice way to, oh wait, now can I make this look kind of interesting? I just kind of really want some of like lower parts and some shorter parts, apparently. I don't know why. Like, why do I want this? Like, I really have no idea. That makes no sense, Sandra. Can we just like keep it all one shape? And then maybe we could combine it with some blue tiles. Like this could be like a blue tiled bathroom. Sorry, it's a dining room. It's not even a bathroom. It's a dining room, but I'm treating it like it's a bathroom apparently. But I think we could try make something interesting out of this one way or another. Oh, maybe if I go for tiles like this, even though that's a lot of different patterns all at once. Maybe this is nice because it's a little bit more neutral. I'm just gonna see what my other options for the walls are. Ah, that matches really well, but that is not really the kind of blues that I'm after. I do also really like the idea of this. So we could also like combine these two together, but am I creating too much of like a bathroom? I feel like this, because a half of it is regular wall and the other half is just tile. Technically, I think I'm just gonna leave myself in the blue swatch category. And I'm kind of thinking, oh, rainbow, yes. Maybe for the outside of the house, that would have been great. I'm kind of thinking of quite a vibrant table. Like I'm almost thinking about this one. Maybe we just really tap into all of those crazy patterns, and maybe we just kind of let this go. Let it take us wherever it wants to take us, you know? I do actually really like this table. And maybe that slight bit of warmth, the orange can kind of match a bit of the windows, even though obviously orange is not the color for this, but still I think we could try and make something work. We could then also maybe go for these wicker chairs that have a little bit of like that lighter color. I think I'm only going to keep it at 4 chairs because I do really want to make sure that my Sims can walk around this, even though I don't know whether this will be a house I will be using, but just to make sure that it's walkable. Maybe in that little nook over there, I could do a little bit of like a blue bookcase. Is there a nice skinny little bookcase I could throw in there? There's this. ugh, right next to that red. It's just not really giving it what it deserves. I feel like this room is lacking, and it's all because of those red windows. Could add like this plant inside there. That's quite interesting. And also I feel like that is that kind of like lighter. Why am I seeing green in the last two colors on the right? It's kind of annoying me now because I can't unsee it. Oh, this is a kind of a cool plant. Maybe I could do a little bit of like a plant arrangement. Don't think I've ever used that plant actually. Oh, and this one because it has like that strong blue. Oh, yes. Okay, so that's quite nice. I think maybe just like a nice painting on this wall, or maybe let's move the table over a little bit so we could do a nice painting on this wall. For instance, maybe we could do a little collage because Sandra cannot live without doing a collage of paintings in every single house she's in. I think this just reminds me of like my studio space in college and having like loads of random things all over the place. I think it's quite cute. Over on this side then, I think I want like a little surface area, you know, with like maybe a mirror up above it. Who knows? Oh, this is pretty. It's like a light color. Or do we have enough light colors? Maybe I need to darken it up a bit. Actually, even this one probably wouldn't be too bad of an option. And again, I swear to God, I don't think I've ever even seen this object in the game. So by God, if someone tries to come at me and tell me, oh, you don't use enough things that you've never used before, I'll be like, guys, you're just not looking. Oh, wait, maybe I could do this mirror actually next to it. So we could do like this thing and then maybe do like another painting up above here. Guys, I love this room. I think it's actually really vibey. There's something kind of clear about it. Like I feel like I have a clear mind looking at this room, whatever the heck that means. But it has a very interesting vibe about it. So hopefully you guys are going to enjoy it as much as I enjoyed it. This is what it looks like. And I think that's enough. I love the gradient rug because I genuinely, like, when I look at that gradient rug, that's where I see the colors. Like I see those colors that we've rolled for. So I think that's a perfect little dining room. Let's do the bathrooms next. I probably should have kept the cool for the bathroom, but maybe should we do like pastel for the bathroom? That could be interesting. Right, so let's generate a pastel bathroom. Oh, okay, that again is like every single color. Are you kidding me? I love when they give me like a whole range of colors. They don't give me complementary colors or like colors that like work together. Like that is literally every single color of the rainbow. Right, so I'm thinking maybe of this flooring from Growing Together. I was gonna say Get Together. No, Sandra, Growing Together. Because this way we could almost like merge maybe, oh my God, it's like actually really tough. It's like every single color once again. So maybe we could use like that really light green and then we could maybe do like a yellow floor, but that's not even like pale enough. Unless I do like this blue on the ground because that is more like a blue color and then the wall is more green. Do you see it? You should see it because I'm seeing it. But maybe I'm just seeing things at this point. We could do like the light pastel kind of shower, which is always an amazing option. We can also use the pastel pink divider here, of course. So this is like the downstairs bathroom, but I still will make it quite functional in the sense that like I want this to also have a shower because if we have two bedrooms, it's nice to have like two showers at least. So we've got blue, we've got green, we've got pink. Oh God. Like, could I do this? Still need purple. Oh, that's fantastic, isn't it? I could do like maybe this green as well for the toilet. But then for the sink, we could probably use actually like this thing. Looks kind of interesting. But it has a little bit too much like gold. Like I want this to be a little bit less wild like this. Unless I use this sink actually. You cannot see it, but there is yellow underneath. So maybe this toilet actually doesn't work for me now. Whoa, wait a second. This toilet is a light yellow color. So why don't we use this one, but then change the color of the sink to like, what am I missing? Like, is there a purple here? No, of course there isn't. I guess I could do, oh, we've got pink. Kind of got blue on the floor already, but maybe I'll amplify the blue a little bit with this sink. Do you see it? You should see it because it's there. Anyways, I think I might actually put the sink over on this side instead. And then we've got the toilet over here. And then next to the toilet, we've got loads of room. So let's whack in a plant in there. And actually, I think this plant also has got like a green, okay, this is huge. Maybe I could just still use this because this also has like a green stem. I was about to say, no, the green box that it's in. What is that called? Planter box. Okay, guys, this is my pastel bathroom. Technically, that's what it is. We've got some purples, we've got some blues, we've got some greens. So look, it's not the worst bathroom I think I've ever done, but it's definitely not a bathroom that I've expected to be doing today. So let me just really bring that upstairs and we'll call it a day. All right, guys, I think I'm going to do the master bedroom next. And for the bedroom, I kind of want to do like autumn vibes, or else we could do like Valentine vibes because it's a bedroom, or like wedding. What the heck is wedding also? Wedding would be actually quite interesting interesting if someone's like planning a wedding. Let's do wedding for the bedroom. Screw it. Okay, so let's generate the color for the wedding. For not my wedding. For the bedroom. Oh my god. I swear to god. Another pastel. Oh, I'm gonna generate again because I just did a pastel. I really hope wedding is not just gonna be all pastel. Okay, there we go. I'll take this. That's much better, even though that is kind of autumn vibe. Lovely warm colors. It's literally just like autumnal. And why do I for some reason want to do like terracotta inside here? Because that last kind of orangey color really just reminds me of like terracotta. Is it weird to have terracotta in a bedroom? Probably, but am I gonna try it today? I think so. I mean, it wouldn't be very cozy, so I'm instantly, excuse me, I can't speak. I'm instantly thinking of finding maybe a rug that's like a mixture of reds and oranges. Something to like make this place a bit cozier. Okay, I actually really like this, but it has blue on it, so that's a bit annoying. Because do I want to add another color to this mix? If I don't have to, I probably shouldn't. This one's quite funky, and this is actually big enough to cover the majority of the floor. And this one also does have like a little bit of pink, because that middle like red color, I almost see a bit of pink through that. So I'm gonna keep orange, yellow, and red as colors for the bed as well, so that whatever we're choosing is going to have as many of those colors as possible. Maybe this one's quite interesting, although this bed has like dark reds on it too, and we do have to add a little bit of dark red, which I don't really want to do another dark red walled room, so maybe I'll actually go for some sort of like orangier colors on the walls, or maybe even like yellows, or even like that weird like pinky red. So I don't want to do a repeat of the downstairs sitting room, you know. But I try and make this work. That is a question I feel like I need to ask everybody. Can I make this work? I feel like it's the rug that's throwing me off here. Hold on. This room is so big, but I think I'm making it work. I really want this like banana tree here, which is so like crazy. Like the fact that it's here, and also it does change color because I think it is supposed to be like an outdoor plant, but it kind of would be interesting to have it here. So maybe I actually will try and make it work here one way or another. I think it would be quite interesting. Would it be weird if I just like move everything over slightly so it's like slightly off center? But we're okay with that because we just want to fit in our beautiful plant that we are so proud of. I don't know, this room is a little weird, I'm not gonna lie. I totally feel it. It's not like ideally what I wanted to create, but I'm still kind of enjoying the concept and the vibes that it's giving me, so I don't think it's too bad. So hopefully you guys will also like it. It's very busy. It's a very like intense kind of room, but I guess that's the feeling that the colors are giving me, so makes sense in my head. Okay guys, so this is what I've created for the bedroom space. I do really like the way this looks. I hope you also will enjoy. It's very warm and kind of cozy, but there's terracotta on the floor, which I think is quite interesting. Anyways, since we're on the topic of bedrooms, let's maybe do the spare bedroom next. And now I'm thinking, since we've already done like, I know this was wedding colors apparently, but we've also kind of already touched off of a lot of autumn colors and like Halloween-y kind of colors and rainbow colors, so we're not going to be doing those. But I'm thinking, why don't we try vintage? Like, what's vintage? Okay, so let's generate ourselves a vintage color palette for the spare bedroom. Ooh, okay, I really like this. This is so different. And I do see the vintage vision. So I'm instantly thinking of a wooden floor that's like really dull in color, almost like this one. This almost like, or something like this, but I feel like this is a nicer glorified version of that. So I kind of want this to feel like these people have made it vintage. It's not like it's vintage because it's so old. And again, the red windows are really going to throw me off here. So maybe I'll just apply some nice curtains to almost like close off that space. And I'm almost thinking of my favorite curtains, like these ones. And we could do maybe like, actually maybe just like that light color would work quite nicely here, because we have a lot of like beige here as well, which is quite interesting. That bluey and the purple color, I'm instantly thinking of, there's like a really pretty swatch that I enjoy. Oh, it's like, wait now, either this thing or else like this one. Either of those kind of would work. I'm actually kind of leaning more towards this one. So why don't we maybe work with this color, and then also kind of like that aubergine kind of color, maybe this one. Oh, this is nice. I like this. This is not the worst. It could be worse, is all I'm trying to say. Maybe let's just paint those two walls that, and then I'll just do like a beigey color for the other, and maybe just like a light kind of beigey tone, or although maybe I'll also make this beigey too, just to kind of tone it down a little bit. We also have got like a very interesting green color, which I'm not sure whether that's maybe something I'll be able to achieve with a rug. It's quite like a dull, I don't want to say khaki green. I think it's definitely like a dull, kind of like a mossy, earthy green, almost something like this, or actually maybe this thing as well. I could scale this up, or maybe something like that. Actually, that looks like a really nice carpet, but actually I feel like that's a bit too beigey, so maybe let's not use that one. I'm kind of thinking let's stick to my first gut instinct, or else I do this and then get a smaller version with it. Oh, sorry, I did not realize this had such cute patterns. Oh, that's adorable. Maybe we could also do another kind of beigey tone with that, because now looking at this has got all of the colors already. So maybe let's do a nice, maybe big like double bed here. Now I don't know which one to go for, because I don't know, do I kind of like, I have to pick a color now that's going to be the kind of more stronger, like the protagonist of this room, dare I say. So do I maybe go for like that kind of aubergine kind of purple color, like kind of this thing? Oh, I don't know, is that gonna ruin the aesthetic? But does this feel vintage? I know this is not like a style challenge now all of a sudden, but that window is very random back there, so I'm thinking, do I add more curtains? But I feel like that's just gonna look so funky and wonky. So do we just like maybe embrace that random window, or do I maybe just cover it with something like this? Like we kind of just pretend it's not there, because it's kind of throwing me off. Oh wait, I could do like this color. Yeah, wait, now that's actually not the worst. So also, because there's a lot of neutral kind of light wooden, well, beigey vibes, I'm gonna take that as light wood. I'm gonna just run with that light wood theme. And again, I don't really know what vintage kind of feels here. Is that vintage, or is that just like old? Like what's vintage when it comes to builds? That's very interesting. I feel like you can make anything vintage. I just don't want it to feel old, if you get me. Maybe I'll just do these two. I do like them, and they have a nice like neutral vibe. This wall is a little bit questionable because of the fact that we've got that window there, and I don't really want to put a painting here, unless actually wait, I could put a painting here, but I just thought that maybe a light would be a bit better, because I was gonna scale this down and put it here. But is that just like a bit much? Because of where it is on the wall, it's not like centered enough. But then again, it is a quite nice painting, and it also has purple and beige on it. Okay, so then on this side, I'll just do a nice dresser, and I don't want to like, I'm scared I'm gonna wreck this place, to be honest with you, because I kind of like that khaki-ness and that yellowiness coming through. Sorry, that sounds manky, but I like it coming through on the bed. So I'm thinking, do I just go for some like light wood on this side and just like not break it? Like I'm scared I'm going to ruin this aesthetic, because I'm having a lot of fun with it. Wait, maybe we could bring this like bluey kind of mirror over here. That's actually quite nice. Maybe we can kind of put it, no, actually no, not next to each other. I'll put it quite far from that blue wall, so it's almost like the blue is being carried through the room. I kind of need more dark green, I think, because I know it's on the rug and it's, you know, it looks quite good there, but I feel like we need some darker kind of green somewhere. I'm thinking, do these wellies kind of give a nice feeling here? I have no idea. Like, do I put like this bucket here? God knows. Maybe just like these green books. Although wait, now I have nicer books. Wait, aren't these, you can read from these, can't you? Yeah, it's so interesting that they're in the clutter category, but I don't think the rest of the books are here. Guys, how did I manage by accident to make this like one of my favorite spare rooms? I know it looks a little bland, but the colors are kind of neutral and bland, so I think that it does make sense, and everything technically is working. I think I'm like extremely happy with this. I'm not gonna lie, I think it does look really good. Hopefully you guys also see the vision. It is a bit weird though, I will admit. Anyways, we've only got the hallway left to do. Oh my god, look at the house. It looks so funky. We've only got the hallway and the office left to do, so I'm gonna do the office with you, but I will just generate a color for the hallway and we'll just complete that off camera, because I feel like this video is also going to be extremely long. But anyways, let's generate ourselves the color for the office space. So at this point, I don't know what to pick, because we also technically just had pastel colors a while ago. Do I maybe try like New Year or Valentine? Like, what's New Year? Oh, that's kind of fun. Wait, before I generate, also, can I just see what Valentine is? Okay, so obviously that's going to be like pinky colors. I've also got bright. No, not doing that. Sorry, no, I'm not doing that. Absolutely not. Or else then we could do sunset. Maybe let's try sunset colors, because I feel like we could still get like blues and not much red colors. But if I just spin now for a color, and if I just get reds, similar to like this room, I will, sorry, so you can't see it. Similar to the downstairs sitting room, I will spin again, but maybe sunset would be quite interesting. I just want more bolder, kind of more vibrant colors. So let's generate for the office space. Oh my god, that's pastels again. No, I'm sorry. I just did pastels. How is this sunset? Well, I guess you can have a pastel sunset. Wait, let me just spin one more time for the sunset color. Okay, there we go. See, that's more like it. That's a bit better, even though that is very similar to our bedroom. But we will make this work. I know you guys don't really like when I spin again for a color, but I'm just trying to make a more coherent, diverse looking home. So sometimes you just got to do it because it's just going to make it look better in the long run. So I'm instantly seeing this wall. As soon as I saw that orange, I was like, the businesses and hobbies wall, that is exactly it. And actually, no, the red from it is not exactly what I'm looking for, but I am kind of thinking of combining the red on the wall as well, one way or another. Surely we've got a red that's similar to this. I think actually the one from downstairs, or actually this one, maybe that is the downstairs one, but kind of like a muted enough, but still quite vibrant red. And I think I'm also going to combine it with some wood because we've got beautiful brown colors allowed to use in this part of the challenge. So I'm thinking maybe of using something like this, which this will also really nicely bring in that wooden color from the doors. And then maybe we could go for like a lighter wooden flooring because we've also got like a light brown here. So we could do maybe something like this, or oh wait, actually, I'm thinking, is that a bit too pale? But then again, we do also have this like light yellow pale color that doesn't look the worst in this scenario. Although no, I think I'm happier with this color. Yeah, I think that looks better. So that is what we've got going on here for us. So I think I'm going to put the desk over on this wall right here. But every time I put something, just say like a desk on a wooden wall, I like to kind of make it stand out. Sometimes I'm thinking, do I do like a red desk? Is that even a possibility? Can I do a red desk? Why red? Maybe orange. Wait a second. Maybe let's try orange. Yeah, see, something like this would be cool, but the vibe is not really vibing with the aesthetic of this room. So maybe let's rethink and go back to red. Like this is kind of fun, but it's not really, again, it's not really vibing with like the beautiful like textures of that door. Okay, so maybe I'm just gonna have to rethink my ideas again. Oh, well, this one's quite fun. Wait a second. I think this one could work. Did this one come up? Did I just ignore it? I probably did. This then I could also combine with like a actually no, I can't. Never mind. I was like, I could combine it with this. Well, actually with this brown chair, I probably could. And I'm kind of thinking, let's maybe not do a computer here. Let's maybe do the nature press. I think that's fun. And it's also like a wooden object. Well, it looks wooden, so that would make sense. I hope one of these days we will get an object similar to like the nature press on the table that you could just draw on. Like, you know, we've got like the graphics tablet, but I want like a setup similar to something like this that I could just put down and my sim could just go down and draw. And like they could also draw drawings and be able to sell the drawings similar to like the system of painting. I think that would be pretty interesting. Or like the tattoo system, you know, you could still sell your tattoos. I'm still waiting for that. So fingers crossed, eventually we will get that. Okay, so we've got a nice cluttered desk over here. Maybe I will move it. Oh, damn it, my plant. We'll move it over here. And actually next to it, I will add a bin. I think a bin is something that I do tend to, every once in a while, whenever I can remember, I do like to put in a small bin. Actually, maybe this one would look a little bit better. It's also wooden, so it kind of, well, it's wicker, so it kind of matches that aesthetic. But especially when you're doing some crafty things, you definitely would need a bin here. So then I'm thinking, let's maybe bring a little bit more, I don't know, red on this wall. I feel like this build has just been like red, like all the time. Like the whole video is just red, which is nice because as we all know, this is what I'm trying to do with these challenges. I'm trying to make it an interesting idea of using loads of different swatches and different colors. I will make that door match the inside here, which I think makes sense. And then over here, maybe I could just do a regular like little bookshelf. Maybe this light wooden one would be quite nice. I'm just cluttering it with some items because there's a lot of really nice snapping points on this object. So you can really add a lot of things here. Like I've added even like the friendship friendship bracelet making thing. There's like these little, what are these? Magazine stacks. Oh, that's cute. Wait, now maybe I could go for this really like light swatch because we do have like a light yellowy swatch there too. So I want to make sure that I'm also adding some of that where applicable. Can this fit up there? Oh, it can actually. I want to move the candle though. Can you just like go here, please? Thank you very much. That's much better. Lovely. So that's our nice cluttered area. Then maybe just like a mirror. I tend to add like mirrors and things like that to rooms like this purely because it's just another skill. And every time I usually play The Sims, I usually play a challenge that requires me to build as many skills as possible. So I like to have at least, you know, a couple of skills in one room, even though it is a mirror and, you know, like we've got plenty of mirrors in the rest of the house, but it's still kind of nice. Now I have orange, I've got red, I've got wood, but maybe still like an orangey kind of rug. I'm almost thinking, oh, that's quite nice actually. That's kind of giving me the vibe. Or else, this one. Nah, not that one. Although actually it has like light kind of colors through it. Like the light yellow. That could be an option actually, guys. Wait, now there's a rug underneath there. Wait, this could be an option because my other option that I was thinking about was actually the one from For Rent. This one has quite nice swatches in it too. And this one has bits of red. I know it also has bits of blue in it, but honestly, who cares? Maybe I actually will use this one. I think this one has a very nice feel in here. So I will also just add maybe some nice, maybe like yellowy kind of paintings on this wall. To add a little bit of that light yellow back in here again. Maybe we could add a collage. No, dare I say a collage? Did Sandra say a collage? Yes, she did. Let's maybe make another collage of some paintings on this wall. Oh, or this thing. Oh, screw the collage actually. Sorry. Forget about that. I want this thing. This is like yellows on it. And I think that just perfectly makes sense. Maybe I'll make this painting like really small. And I'll put like, wait, maybe another one just above it here. Yes, there we go. Because we've got some wooden tones as well. Oh, guys, do I love this? Yes, I do. Is it interesting? I think so. And is it slightly different? I think so. So I think it's ticking all of the right boxes for all of us to hopefully appreciate. I think I might use this light here. There we go. So that is our office space, guys. Okay, this wall, I just realized is so bland and blank. So wait, I need to revisit this room. I think I might just add like 2 of those paintings because they've got some green on them. So maybe that's a nice way to just make sure that wall doesn't look so sad. Right, guys. So that completes that side of the house. So now I'm going to just pick my colors for the hallway and I will just quickly whip that up and then we'll do a tour. So what else haven't I done? Why do I kind of want to try New Year? Like what's New Year about? Oh, okay. Generate New Year color palettes. Here we go. You can have some brown. Bright colors are just going to be that, which I do not want that. Wait, now there's more themes. Oh, there is more skin. Interesting. Wait, now there is so much more that I didn't even realize. Oh, guys, let me know if you want part 2 because I will do this again. Indian Independence Day. Cool. I want to do Diwali. Yes. Oh, guys, we have so many other options that I did not realize. Oh, yeah, there we go. We've got like dark camouflage. I feel like I need to screw this whole video. Just like put this in the bin and start again. Thanksgiving. Cool. Sorry, I'm getting too excited. What's palette? Oh, wait, is that? Oh, no, I don't know what palette is. It's just palette. Okay, whatever. 4th of July. Sorry, I'm getting way too excited. Monochromatic. Oh, you see, this is what I wanted. I wanted like just the same color. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, let me know if you want part 2. Maybe I'm gonna just like pick a random one. What's Makar Sankranti? Oh, it's Wednesday the 14th of January. It's referred to as, okay, that word. Or simply, okay, that word, which I also can't pronounce. Hindu observance and midwinter harvest festival in India and Nepal. That is so cool. Okay, let me pick that one. I don't know. Let's do it. Let's generate a Makar Sankranti. Excuse me for butchering the pronunciation, but let me pick a color from this. Okay, let's do this. I will just do this one quickly off camera. I'll show you little bits of it, but it's also got like reds and the blue. That blue is so beautiful. I think I already know which blue I want for that. This like woodeny kind of blue, or we all know that this blue, yeah, probably this blue is the color that would work quite nicely here. And it looks really cool with the reds too. Oh, guys. And now I'm thinking there's like warmer kind of reddy tones or like orangey tones. Maybe I could like this kind of flooring. I'm obsessed. I did not realize this website has such cool. And now I feel like I should have clicked on the more tab to give me more options and I just didn't. So please let me know if you want part 2. And by that, I mean, I probably will do part 2 because that was just a lot of fun for me. Okay, guys, so I've completed this room now. And this is probably the only room of the house. Actually, no, I was about to say it's the only room of the house that I've only painted the walls the same color. Technically, the dining room also has the same color throughout and so does the bathroom. So I'm learning. I'm not like, you know, doing every color is a different wall kind of thing. But this turned out really nice. I really like it. I think it has really nice, interesting kind of qualities. And genuinely just picking a random like holidays colors, I didn't think it would inspire me this much. So I am very happy that I've tried this generator. And maybe there's other generators that would have different kind of worldly celebrations that would inspire us to create different kind of spaces from maybe different areas. I also really do want to do do again because I've done this many times, but every room is a different like flag, I suppose, so we get inspired by the country / the colors of the flag. But in this one, I've really got inspired by all those crazy kind of reds and blues specifically working together, and I think it just created like a really beautiful feeling, especially with the items that you see right here. I think that is kind of what I'm seeing with the colors. That's what they're making me feel, so hopefully you guys also get that. But that now concludes my whole house, and now looking at it, it kind of also has the same kind of vibes throughout. So it's got a lot of reds and blues, kind of rich deep colors, except for the spare bedroom, which makes sense because this is only a spare guest room, so it doesn't have to have the personality of the house owners. They maybe made it a little bit more neutral for like their guests to stay over so their guests don't get a headache, but the house definitely has very intense feelings. But I'm obsessed. I genuinely can't believe that this color generator made me so inspired to create this. It doesn't happen very often that Sandra creates something so out of her comfort zone, so you guys should be extremely proud of me, at least for this video. Does this give me like immunity? Can I use all my favorite objects after this? Well guys, welcome on into my every room is a different color palette, and this should actually start being called every room is a different like color palette from a different country or a different celebration. I think this turned out kind of better than I expected. I don't know, I don't want to toot my own horn because I know you guys always give me really good feedback for how I can improve my build, so definitely, oh yeah, one way of improving my build is maybe painting the underneath of things, but definitely give me some feedback on how you think this house turned out. But this is what we've got going on here for us. I love that light wood with the dark blue, but in this case mixed with red, it's definitely giving a different feel to what I'm normally used to. I'm also not used to working with really high walls, so that is definitely something different for me. This room is so vibey. I feel like I should have put incense in here and it would definitely smell of like strong, lovely kind of warm incense. I don't know what that means, but this is what we've got going on here for us. We then have got a very crazy blue dining room. Oh my god, that is like hurting my eyes. I do apologize if there's anyone like struggling with a migraine watching a color challenge like this. There is so much pattern. Maybe there's a little bit too much pattern. Maybe I should have found that blue wall, just like that light blue, and just added a little bit less in here. But I do really love how busy and crazy this is because it does match the rest of the house. We then have got this very interesting kitchen, which again, I think because we've got those red curtains throughout the whole house, I know I've overused them, but I think that way then it allows me to create a story and a sense of like, okay, this person actually coherently bought these curtains and they do really like them and they do work from multiple different rooms at once. So I do really like this space as well. And we've got a red kettle to mark off that red color. We then have got a pastel bathroom. Like again, they really just went for pastel colors for the communal spaces so that in case they do have guests over, the guests are not going to be like, whoa, like that's a lot of color. You know, they're like, okay, well, your guest room is pastel and so are the bathrooms, so stop complaining. Anyways, this is what we've got going on upstairs. In this room, again, we've got another like pastel bathroom. I just changed the colors slightly in this room. We've got a beautiful office space right here, which again has really nice, rich kind of colors. And the colors, again, kind of work nicely here together, but also they match the rest of the house too. We then have got the pastel spare bedroom. Oh, so whoever's staying here loves their wellies. But I genuinely think that this room also turned out a little bit better than I expected. I mean, is it really giving retro? Not really. But then again, this wasn't the aesthetics challenge, which would be interesting. But it was definitely a lot easier to combine these colors together, even though pastels are definitely not my strong colors. And then we've got this beautiful room, which again, I'm just obsessed with the amount of textures and the feeling that this room gives me is very interesting. So even like the curtains, the texture of that combined with the terracotta flooring and this beautiful banana leaf tree right here and these like bedside lockers, I think they are giving me a very interesting feeling. I have used that painting like twice in this house, so just ignore that. But I think overall this bedroom turned out to be very interesting. Maybe I should have toned down a couple of textures or maybe turned down a little bit of the pattern, but I am learning how to kind of, I guess, work around these more intricate designs and maybe from places around the world that I'm not necessarily used to. Of course, I'm Polish and I do live in Ireland, so I think the European and also Eastern European styling is so basic and so bare comparing to this. Let me know where you think like this bedroom would be from, but considering I was inspired by, what is it called again? Makar Sankranti, a Hindu celebration in the hallway. I think that does really give me a very inspiring take on this challenge and I cannot wait to try this again. I'm 100% going to try this challenge again with this exact website because I did not realize that there was so many more different themes. I will leave this website for you down below, but we've also got like neon, which would be really interesting. I don't even know what Rangoli is. I should have thought about the fact that there's Japanese. Why did I not think that there should be other ones too? But I'm definitely going to try more of these in a separate video. As you can probably tell, I had a lot of fun of recording this video for you guys and building this home. It did take me quite some time, but one of my main mottos, my mantras of my YouTube channel is that if you're watching somebody that's also having fun, I feel like that could also give you a better, happier mood. So this challenge definitely put me in a really good mood. So hopefully I can send you some of that positive energy through this video. But anyways, guys, if you have enjoyed this build, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Let me know down in the comments what else you would like me to try in the next video. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here and supporting my channel. And I shall see you in the next video. Bye!